Hi everyone, my name is Carmel. I work with Eastside Neighborhood Services with the Vital Living Program. Thank you for joining me today for Vital Fitness. I hope you're all doing well and taking care. Let's go ahead and take a seat in our chair. Make sure it's a chair with no wheels underneath, and go ahead and take a few deep breaths in and out. So let's go ahead and inhale through our nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. One more time. Inhale through your nose. And exhale. Okay, we're going to start with our head and our neck moving here. We are going to look right to the center and then left. And just your head and neck moving. Your shoulders are not following along like this. That's not what you want to do. You just want to move your head and your neck, slowly warming it up as you go through. Make sure you have some comfortable clothing on. You want to be able to move around freely. This is a gentle exercise class, so no need to wear no need to worry about having to move a lot, So we will be taking it nice and slow through a lot of our movements. Okay, let's look up to the ceiling this time. Look straight ahead and down to the floor. Also remember to keep on breathing throughout our exercise today, our exercise session. Want to make sure we're not holding our breath, because sometimes we tend to do that a little bit too much. Okay, one more. Okay, moving down to our shoulders this time. Let's go ahead and shrug our shoulders up and down, up and down. Just bring it all the way up and then all the way down, pulling them downwards. Feel a bit of our back working hard too. Again, this is an all abilities exercise class, so make sure that you're adjusting to whatever range of motion that you can manage, or if you can do more, feel free to do that and adjust as well. This is for you and whatever feels best for you to challenge yourself today. Okay, let's roll those shoulders forward this time. So I'm making small circles with my shoulders as I roll them forward. Since you're warming up too, go ahead and start slow a bit. Start with smaller circles, and then eventually you can have bigger circles as you go. Okay, we're a little bit more warmed up, so let's go ahead and add some elbows. Go ahead and slowly move through this if you are not if you haven't done this before, where you do these bigger arm circles, where you include the elbows making circles as well. It's kind of like you're swimming. Okay, relax. And let's go back to our smaller shoulder circles to the back this time. So switch directions, go backwards. But we're going to start with these smaller ones for now before we add our elbows in. Take deep breaths in and out, inhaling and exhaling all the way through. And let's add those elbows if you are able, and really warm up those shoulders. This is a good one to do even when you're just sitting, waiting for something. It's a nice way to loosen that up. Okay, let's relax those shoulders. Shake them off if you need to. Drink some water if you need to as well. Want to have water nearby you the whole time. Don't want to be dehydrated throughout any of the movements that we do here. Okay, let's take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And extend our arms to the sides. When you extend them to the sides like this, imagine as though you're being pulled at both ends. And let's inhale through our nose. Exhale through your mouth. Again, inhale through your nose. And exhale. Let's slightly turn left, still breathing, and slightly turn right. Keep on going as you move through. And let's rest again here, facing center. Take a deep breath in. Extend a little bit farther if you can. And what I mean by that is this time, don't just extend to the sides, but extend it a little bit far back. So you're really opening up your chest here, kind of having your chest out and bringing those arms back behind you a little bit. And inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Again, stretch some more if you can. Inhale through your nose. And exhale out. And release those arms. Relax them. Okay, this time. We are going to have our arms straight out in front of us this time. So if you look at me right here, a little bit off to the side, I have my arms straight, right at chest level. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clasp my hands together. So if you look at my hands, I kind of have my fingers interlocked, palms together, hands clasped right in front of me. And I am going to slightly curl my back. So if you look at my back here to the side, I am going to slightly hunch over until I feel a stretch really right here in my upper back. So go ahead and take a deep breath in and out and release. And when you release, go ahead and release those arms as well and open up that chest, bring your arms back just like what we did earlier. And then return to your hands clasped together and slightly curling your back until you feel that stretch. Let's repeat that again. Go ahead and unclasp your hands. Open up that chest and stretch your arms back behind you. And then go ahead and clasp your hands together again. Slightly curl your back to feel that stretch. And one last. Open up that chest again. And release those arms. Take a deep breath in and then inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. Deep breath in, inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Okay. Drink some water if you haven't yet. You want to make sure that you don't feel thirsty because by then you're already dehydrated and we don't want that while you're exercising. If you ever feel the need to take a break, go ahead and do that. We save these videos every week, so you can always come right back and watch any of our previous videos as well from previous weeks if you'd like to. Okay. Let's rest our arms for now. We did a lot with our arms. We are going to kind of move down to our hands now this time. So let me come closer here just so you can see. But let's stretch our fingers out wide here. You can keep your hands really down low over here if you'd like, but I'm going to keep them up here so that you can see. So stretch those fingers out wide and then curl into a gentle fist. Do that again. Stretch those fingers out wide and curl into a fist. So stretching, opening, and closing those hands. As you move through, take deep breaths in and out. If that feels pretty comfortable to you and you're ready to keep on going, go ahead and keep those fingers outstretched. We are going to face our palms to the floor and then rotate, face the ceiling. Again, floor and then ceiling. Floor, ceiling, floor, ceiling. Just rotating those arms, feeling that nice wrist rotation. If your hands are starting to get tired, feel free to relax them and just focus on your palms rotating, floor, ceiling. And let's pause. Take your pinky, index finger, or no, this is index finger, ring finger, middle finger, and index finger touching your thumb. Just going all the way through, taking deep breaths in and out. Feel free to change up the pace or the order in which you touch your fingers. Give it a bit of a brain exercise as well. We want to make sure we're taking care of our brains, our minds too, as we go through this. Okay. Again, this is an all abilities exercise class, so feel free to adjust as needed. And when you feel ready to, go ahead and relax those hands. Shake them off if you can, or just kind of wave them off if that's too much of a movement. And relax. Let's move on to our legs this time. We're going to do some seated marching here. So go ahead and sit in your chair. Remember, it's a chair with no wheels underneath. And we're going to raise one foot up, put it back down, raise the other foot up, and put it back down. So we're just switching back and forth, raising our feet up. And we can raise our feet at different heights here, depending on what's comfortable for us and what our range of motion is. Feel free, even if it's just an inch, that inch still matters because we're working hard. As long as we're working hard and we're still moving, that's the important part when it comes to exercise. Okay. If you feel ready to, go ahead and speed up your legs. Now again, if you can't do it, that's okay. Do it at your own pace, whatever works best for you. Okay, and slow it back down. Really feel how slow that movement is and see what your legs are doing. Taking deep breaths in and out. Inhaling and exhaling. And relax. Okay. Let's extend one leg at a time now. So we are going to extend one leg up and then set that back down to the floor. Extend the other leg up and back down to the floor. So just keep going. We're going to extend one and then the other, just alternating the whole way through. Now, you want to keep the same speed for when it's coming up and then going back down. So you want to fight that gravity when it's kind of on the way down. You don't want to just let it fall to the floor with no control because we are trying to move our muscles here, trying to make sure we're still in control of our movements as we do this. It's probably more difficult the slower you go as well. So this one's a little bit different. But of course it's really hard to do it fast too if you do it as fast as you can. So we're doing the kind of exercise where we're really focusing on our muscles here and what they're doing. So we're moving through these leg raises pretty slowly here. Okay. Rest those legs. Take a deep breath in again. And a deep breath out. Deep breath in and out. One more time here. And out. Okay, what I'm going to show next, and go ahead and follow along if you'd like, but for those who've been doing this, you're probably pretty familiar with the sit to stand exercise. Again, this is an exercise that caters to people who just want to stay seated the whole time. You don't actually want to stand. You can just keep on doing some parts of this exercise. But if you are able and you want to do the full thing, go ahead and follow along to where you can manage. Okay, so we are going to sit in our chair. Remember, it's a chair with no wheels, so you don't want to be slipping along here. You want your feet flat on the floor, and you're looking up the whole time. So there's not going to be a time where you're going to hunch your back like this. That's not what's going to happen. You're always going to have your spine straight, your back a little bit engaged to do that. And we're going to take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. I am seated towards the edge of my chair here, and that's because I want some room underneath my legs. And I want my feet flat on the floor and my arms just resting at my sides, kind of rolled back and ready to go. The first part to our sit to stand is inhaling as we reach over, exhaling as we come back. Do that again and just stretch to however you can manage. Inhale as you reach over, and exhale as you come back. Remember to keep that chin up, that spine straight. Inhale and exhale. So that's the first part to our sit to stand. The second part to our sit to stand is lifting a little bit off our chair, about maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 inches off our chair, and then sitting back down and trying not to plop down. So, how that looks with just our arms kind of swinging for momentum to help us up, looks like this. Go ahead and inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Okay, first part, we're going to put those two together because they build up in momentum here. It's a momentum-based sit to stand. First part, no lifting yet. Simply just stretch forward, inhale, and exhale. Lift a little, inhale, and exhale. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. There's another way. It's to do the chair-assisted version of this exercise. So I have a chair. I'm going to place it right in front of me. And I'm going to hold on to this for when I get up off my chair and then kind of slowly come back down. So whether it's a chair or something that you can hold on to, go ahead and have that in front of you if you need that. If you want to keep going with just your arm swings, go ahead and keep on doing that as well. We'll do it a few times here. So let's get ready by taking a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. First part, our momentum-based sit to stand. So we're going to be building up here. We are going to inhale and just stretch over. No lifting yet. That's what I was going to say. No lifting yet. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Second part, lift a little. Inhale. And exhale. Now, if at any point you feel tired when you're doing this and you want to just stay seated in your chair, keep on stretching forward and back, just like how we did it with that first movement, and that's totally fine. So we are all at different places, sometimes depending on the day too. So do what you can. Okay, let's take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out, exhale. We're going to repeat that. So the first movement here is just leaning over, no lifting. Inhale, exhale. Lift a little this time. Inhale and exhale. Okay, one last variation to this, and I'm going to set this chair a little bit away this time. So we've been doing it with the chair assisted version with our arms just swinging to help build momentum. But there's another way to build momentum as well. It's to use your legs. So how that looks is you're going to kind of rock back. So lean back in your chair. Try and still keep that spine straight if you can, but lean back slightly in your chair. Lift those legs up so my feet no longer on the ground, but they're slightly lifted up. And then I'm going to push the ground and swing my arms at the same time. So I am leaning back, and then I'm going to use that rocking motion to increase my momentum here along with my arms. So that's what's happening there. That's another way to do that. Let's go ahead and practice that once, and feel free to do it this way or whichever method you prefer. And let's put those two together. No lifting, just leaning over, and then lifting a little. Okay, let's take a deep breath in and inhale. Straighten that spine, look up the whole time, and exhale. Okay, first part, we're just going to lean over. So inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. This time we're going to lift a little, lift those legs if you'd like, and swing those arms. And come back down without plopping down. Okay, so 3 different ways to do this movement, and now we're going to finally be at that final part where we stand all the way up. So feel free to use whichever method you want to use. We'll do it twice. Feel free to try out different ways to do it as well in those 2 moments. But let's do this with a chair in front of me again, just so we remember how to do it with a chair. I'm going to do it once with the chair, and then I'm going to do the second time without one. Okay, so let's take a deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Roll those shoulders back, feet flat on the floor, and I'm at the edge of my seat. So we're going to stretch forward, no lifting yet. Inhale and exhale. Lift a little this time. Inhale and exhale. Now stand all the way up. Inhale and exhale. Okay, let's do this without a chair in front of me this time. And before you sit back down, go ahead and just step back. You know where the chair is. You know where you're going to sit down. You feel that chair behind your legs. And you're going to take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and push forward as we exhale and slowly lower ourselves into the chair. Okay, scoot to the edge of your chair now, feet flat on the floor, shoulders back, spine straight, and you're looking up the whole time. Okay, let's inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and we're going to repeat that same thing. So, first part, no lifting yet, just lean over and stretch. Inhale and exhale. Lift a little this time. Inhale and slowly back down. Exhale. Now stand all the way up. Inhale and lower those arms. Exhale. If you are able, go ahead and stay standing. We will be doing seated variations of our standing exercises. So go ahead and sit down if you would like as well. Drink some water if you haven't yet. Okay. Okay. So I am standing behind my chair here. You can stand behind whatever you can hold on to. But what we're going to do is we are simply actually going to do some foot circles. So you technically don't need something to hold on to if your balance is pretty good. So go ahead, whether you're seated or standing, extend one leg forward. Doesn't matter which one, we'll work on both. And we're going to draw a circle with our toes. So wake up that ankle, have it get ready a bit for our standing exercises and circling that. Now let's switch the direction, so circle the other way this time. If you hear noises or maybe it just feels a little bit difficult, as long as it's not any sharp pain, then you should be fine. If you're feeling pain, please take a step back and just rest. But you don't want to be feeling pain through any of these exercises. Maybe just tiredness, but not pain. Okay, shake that off. Switch to the other leg this time. Draw a circle with those toes, taking deep breaths in and out as you do this. A way to keep balance is to focus on one point on the wall. Maybe it's a picture frame, a window, the corner of a TV, whatever it could be. Switch directions. That often helps to keep balance and to also kind of brace your core a bit. So your core, your abdomen area, kind of engaging that and clenching that helps keep your balance as well. Okay, shake that off. This time we're going to stand behind our chair again here, or whatever it is that you want to hold on to. But we are going to go up on our toes, lifting our heels off of the ground, and then coming back down. So do that again. Lift our heels off the ground, and then come back down. Lift those heels, come back down. Lift that heel and come back down. So taking deep breaths in and out here as we lift those heels up and slowly back down. Again, fight that gravity. And I'm going to show a seated variation of this exercise. Keep going if you're seated down, or keep going if you're standing up, I mean. If you're seated down, do the same thing, lift those heels off the ground and then back down. Lift them off the ground and back down. If you want to feel more of a weight, go ahead and kind of sit towards the edge of your chair. Maybe lean a little bit forward too, and you'll feel kind of your weight here having to support that as you lift your heels off the ground. So that is one way to make it slightly more challenging and to kind of really practice that strength, that ankle strength and calf strength that you have. Okay, so go ahead and rest. I'm going to show the seated variation first here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to step to the side, to the center, to the other side, and center. So side, feet together, other side, feet together. So if you're standing, you probably already assume what this looks like. But keep going if you're seated down. If you're standing, you're simply stepping to the side, center, and then other side, center. You'll see here, I'm doing kind of the chair-assisted version of this exercise. If you don't need a chair in front of you, you can just set that aside. Have your arms at your hips or down, just resting and relaxing here at your sides. Because it's mostly really just your feet moving. If you want it to be a bigger challenge, go ahead and step a little bit farther. Maybe kind of doing a side lunge. Lunging is when you're kind of bending your leg to the side here as you move. I'm kind of covered by this chair. Let me do that again so you can see me. But these are really big steps here. But you can keep it small. Keep it small right here. Okay, we're going to add a variation to this. I'll show what it is like first, standing up. And to do the variation, I'll have my chair in front of me here so you can see. You're going to step to the side, and then you're going to do a small squat. So imagine you're sitting down in a chair, you're bending those legs, and then straightening back up. Other side, step to the side, and then do a small squat. If you want to do a full squat, feel free and go ahead and do that. A full squat is kind of like a 90-degree angle with your legs here, so it's getting pretty down low there. But you can do whatever range of motion you can manage, with your legs. So go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm going to do it without a chair in front of me this time so you can see. I'm doing a small squat. Imagine as though you're sitting in a chair. You're kind of sticking your butt out as you do this. You're really engaging those legs. Keep going if you are standing up. If you're sitting down, here is your variation to make it slightly challenging. We are going to not just step to the side like this, but we're going to lift our knee up and do that. So a bit of a hip exercise here. It's not quite the same as squatting because you're engaging different muscles here, but it's still a good challenge to do to change up the pace, the variety with this exercise. So go ahead and raise those knees up. Imagine you're stepping over something as you open up. And also, another increased challenge to this one is to just make sure you're facing straight the whole time. So you're not turning with your legs here. See this? I'm turning my shoulders. Try not to do that. There's nothing wrong with doing that, but if you want to challenge your flexibility with your hips, kind of really seeing how much you can open up, go ahead and challenge that by just facing straight ahead, forward. Okay. Let's relax this time. Take a deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Deep breath in, inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. One more time. Deep breath in, inhale. And deep breath out, exhale. Okay. We are going to do one more standing exercise. I'll show what the seated variation of it looks like first. But go ahead. And we're actually just going to go back to our ankles here to make sure they're nice and loose. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift one heel up off the ground. So if you watch this leg right here, I'm going to raise one heel off of the ground. And then I'm going to draw a circle with that heel. So what that looks like from the front is that there you go. I'm kind of drawing a circle with that heel. And this actually looks very similar to whether you're standing or sitting. I'm going to do it standing up now this time. Switch directions if you haven't yet. But your heel is off the ground and you're drawing a circle with that heel. So take deep breaths in and out. Feel that ankle. Let it go. Let it be loose. And your toes are still in contact with the ground, but they're not really stuck in place. They're kind of just moving around here a bit, actually. Okay, rest. Other side this time. So you're going to lift one heel off the ground, toes still in contact with the ground. And then you're going to draw a circle with that heel. What it looks like from the front like this. Taking deep breaths in and out. Inhaling and exhaling. And you can do this either you're seated or standing like this. Switch directions if you haven't yet. Take deep breaths in and out. And then we'll be doing our seated exercises next after this one. So 3, 2, and 1, and release. Shake those legs off. And we're going to sit back in our chair, but don't just sit down just yet. We're going to do it the same way as earlier, where we are in front of our chair, the back of our legs is touching the chair. We know where it is. We know where we're going to sit down. We're going to take a deep breath in and inhale through our nose. And then we're going to push out our arms as we gently lower ourselves and exhale. Okay. So taking a break from our legs. Let's drink some water as well and take that break. Take deep breaths in and out if you need to as well. Okay. Okay, we are going to go back to our hands and our arms, maybe a bit of our core as well. And we are going to just inhale and exhale a few times though before we do that. So let's place our hands on our stomach here. We're going to do some belly breathing. What I mean by that is we're going to inhale all the way in through our nose and imagine as though your belly is inflating and you're filling it up with air. And then when we exhale, we're going to deflate that balloon in your tummy and exhale the air all out. So let's do and practice some really deep breathing here before we move on. We're going to inhale through our nose. Feel that air building up in your tummy as though it's a balloon being filled up. And then exhale it all out. Again, inhale through your nose and feel all that air blowing up that balloon. And exhale it all out. One more time here, inhaling through your nose, inflating that stomach, and then exhale, deflating that stomach. So doing those nice, really big, deep breaths, which we don't do often enough in our days, is a good practice, especially if we're ever feeling tired or stressed and just need to kind of decompress. It's a good practice to do, not just when exercising. Okay, so take another deep breath in here, just a small one. Inhale through your nose. Extend our arms to the sides again. And then this time, we are going to do some small arm circles. So imagine as though your arms are straight out to the sides, they're nice and extended. And then we're going to draw a circle with our arms. So I am drawing a circle kind of forward here. So imagine you're drawing a circle with your arms. So the circle is at the side, if that makes sense. But you're drawing small circles here with your shoulder. Let's do it the other direction this time. Taking deep breaths in and out. Inhaling and exhaling all the way through. Pause. Forward again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and release. Take a deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Again, deep breath in, inhale. Deep breath out, exhale. Okay, this time we're going to extend both arms up above our heads here, and then choose whichever hand wants to go first. You're going to grab on to the wrist of that other hand, and then you're going to lean to one side. So, I have my right hand. I'm going to grab on to my left wrist with my right hand, and then I'm going to lean to the right. So you want to feel this stretch all the way through as you lean to the right, and release. Other hand this time is going to hold on to the wrist. So I have my left hand holding on to my right wrist, and then I'm going to lean left. So whichever hand is pulling, my hand is pulling one wrist, I am leaning to that side, if that makes sense. So again, let's do that again. We're going to use our right hand, hold on to that left wrist, and then we're going to slightly lean to the side until we feel a stretch right here. Other side now this time, left hand holding on to my right wrist, and then leaning to the left. Okay. Release that. Take another deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Deep breath in again, inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Okay, so we did a couple arm stretches here. Let's go ahead and move on to some weights. Now, you don't need any weights to do any of these exercises. You can substitute with things like cans of soup, water bottles, anything that you might have around the house. So go ahead and hold on to your weights. I have 2-pound weights here, so go ahead and hold on to those at both sides. And we're going to slightly warm up with these again as well by just shrugging our shoulders up and then bringing them back down. Shrugging the shoulders up and bring them back down. Taking deep breaths in and out as you go through this. Inhaling and exhaling all the way through. Okay. And relax. Okay, this time we are going to lift our arms slightly upwards here. So I have my weights here down at my sides, facing to the side here so you can see. But I'm going to slightly lift my arms up and then back down. You can choose to lift right here, a little bit lower if you'd like. Go ahead and do that. We're going to slightly lift our arms up and slowly back down. Lift those up and slowly back down. So taking deep breaths in and out. We're just going to do this 2 more times here. We're going to lift it slightly up and back down. 1 more. And back down. Now again, you don't need weights to do this exercise. So feel free to let go of your weights if you're starting to feel tired. It's an all abilities exercise class, so do it to whatever you can manage. And this time we are going to, I'm actually going to let go of one of my weights here, but I'm going to extend both arms up, holding on to my one weight here, and then I'm actually going to bend my arms back and then extend them high up. So go ahead and bend them back and extend high up. Without a weight, what that looks like is you clasp your hands together, palms, fingers interlocked, and do the same thing where you go back and extend upward go back behind you, extend upward. So there's multiple ways to do this. And if you're starting to feel tired, it's okay to take a break as well. Feel free to just work to whatever pace you can manage today. Okay, let's do one more here. And so 1, extend, and then release. Take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. Deep breath in, inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Okay. So this time, let's go ahead and move to our core area. We can do this with a weight if we would like, but that is up to you. You can also have your palms kind of facing each other again, fingers interlocked if you'd like. And so what we're going to do is we're going to extend our hands in front of us, kind of at chest level here. So extend those hands in front of you. And then we're going to slightly twist to one side. Imagine as though you're putting your hands here in one pocket. And then extend forward again. And then other side, twist to the other pocket. So this is what it looks like from the front. And to the side here, I'll switch a little bit to the side. You're slightly twisting. Imagine as though you're almost rowing a boat, like canoeing. That's kind of what it feels like. And again, remember, don't hunch over while you're doing this. You want to keep that back straight as you go through this movement. If you're starting to get tired, go ahead and just let go of that weight. And let's do one more on each side here. And here's 1 and 2. And release. We're going to take a deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Deep breath in, inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Okay, this time, let's go ahead and keep on moving with that slight twisting motion. And what we're going to do is we're going to look to the side, and this time turn our body, our shoulders to face the side as well. So we're going to be twisting right and left as we go through this. If you feel the need to kind of have a deeper stretch here, go ahead and look all the way back behind you. And then coming back to the center, all the way back behind you, and coming back to the center. So you can choose to really stretch all the way back if you would like. Taking deep breaths in and out as you do this. And we're going to do one more on each side here. So here's 1. And last one, 2. And release. Take another deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Deep breath in, inhale. And out, exhale. Drink some water again if you haven't yet. Okay. So we're going to take a break from our arms a bit and move back down to our legs here. Let's go ahead and extend both legs right in front of us here. So extending both legs forward, and we are going to do some flutter kicks. So imagine as though you're in a pool, or I guess just imagine you're doing small kicks. And go ahead and engage those legs. Feel free to point those toes if you'd like, or flex them, or just keep them relaxed. That's up to you. But remember, try not to, hunch your back. Try to always engage your spine, making sure it's straight. Okay. So keep on going for a little bit more. And stop. Go ahead and hold that in the air. Just hold it in the air for a little bit longer. And then let go and release it back down to the floor. So made it a little slight bit more tiring. One more exercise here to go. Let's do our sit to stand exercise again here. So sit towards the edge of your chair. Make sure it's a chair with no wheels underneath. And feel free to grab onto another chair in front of you if you need this to help you get up off your chair. Go ahead and do that. But let's do our sit to stand exercise. So sit to the edge of your chair. There's room underneath your legs. Feet flat on the floor. And arms rested at your sides. And your posture is straight and looking up the whole time. So inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. First part to our sit to stand exercise. We're going to inhale as we lean forward. Exhale, come back. Lift a little this time. Inhale, lift a little, and then come back. Now stand all the way up. Inhale, lift, and exhale, release. Okay, for the folks who are standing, go ahead and stand behind your chair again. I'll show what a seated variation looks like in a little bit here. But what we're going to do is we are going to stand about an arm's length away from our chair. And we're going to put one foot in front of the other. Doesn't matter which one, we'll be switching on and off here. But we have our feet flat on the floor. And then we are going to lean forward, slightly bend that front leg while the back leg is outstretched the whole time. So I'm not kind of bending that leg too. I'm keeping that leg outstretched and feet flat on the floor. And what you should feel is a deep stretch right here at your heel cord. So go ahead, and if you feel a stretch, that's all you need to feel right in the back of your leg here. And then release, other side this time. Foot in front of the other. Lean that weight forward. Keep that back leg outstretched until you feel a stretch right here, especially in your calf. And that is the kind of stretch that you want to feel. And release. Repeat that again on each side. So again, have that foot flat on the floor. That's the key part. And then lifting, or not lifting, but leaning forward and keeping that back leg outstretched. For those who are sitting down, this is how to get kind of a similar stretch as well. Keep on going if you're standing up and switching those legs. But we are going to extend one leg forward. Keep that leg extended, but don't hyperextend it. Don't lock it in place. But you're going to keep that leg extended. And the key difference here is that our feet are not flat on the floor. So folks who are standing up, make sure your feet are flat the whole time. But for those who are sitting down, you don't want the feet flat. So this foot right here, the one that I have extended, you can see my toes are trying to point up to the ceiling if they can. They're trying to do the opposite. They want to flex that foot. So flexing that foot helps feel that stretch, especially as you lean forward here, right on the underside of your leg. So that is pretty much really the same stretch that I feel with my back leg when I'm kind of standing up. Switch. Again, keep one leg outstretched. Keep that foot flexed as much as possible. So don't keep it flat like this, but keep it flexed. And then we're leaning forward until we feel a stretch right on the underside of our leg. And release. One more, and then I'm going to come back to stand up and show what it looks like standing up again. But extend that leg. Keep that foot flexed if you're sitting down. Lean forward. Okay, and let's do it standing up one more time here for the folks. One more side, make sure it's balanced out. And one foot in front of the other, feet flat on the floor if you're standing. And if you feel that stretch, that's all you need to feel. Okay, release. Take another deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Deep breath in, inhale. Deep breath out, exhale. So we did some stretches with our legs. Let's go ahead and stretch out our arms this time. We're going to extend our arms off to the sides again here. And then we're going to stretch a little bit more. What I mean by that is to bring those arms back behind you, opening up that chest a little bit. And then release. And we're going to wrap our arms around us as though we're giving ourselves a hug. And you can do this seated down if you're starting to feel tired too. I just want to kind of end the day here standing up a bit. And come a little bit closer too. So inhale through your nose and squeeze. Exhale through your mouth. Switch arms. Your bottom arm is now going to be your top arm. And do the same exact thing. Inhale through your nose and squeeze. And exhale through your mouth. Okay, release those arms. Let's travel back up to our neck this time. I'm going to sit closer to the camera so you can see. But we are going to bring those shoulders down. You don't want them up like this, but bring them down. And then you're going to lean to one side. So imagine as though your ear is trying to reach your shoulder, but it's not actually reaching it. You're not lifting your shoulder because you're pulling them down. So take a deep breath in and out. Switch to the other side. Same thing. Really, you feel a nice deep stretch over here. And make sure you're breathing the whole time, especially because we're stretching. We want to make sure that we're getting that air, oxygen within our muscles that are kind of being pushed to their limits here of how far they can stretch. Other side again, same thing. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. You might notice maybe you could stretch a little bit farther. And that's just because we're doing it again here after breathing especially too. One more time, switch to the other side, and this is the last one. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And slowly release. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Carmel, and I work with Eastside Neighborhood Services with the Vital Living Program. I want to share some upcoming classes that we have, and this is a link to our Living Well with Chronic Conditions class. So it's an upcoming class that we have next month. Feel free to access that link and see if it's something you're interested in. It's a Living Well with Chronic Conditions. It's a 6-week class, and we host it over Zoom, so it'll be a fun class. It's kind of one of our few remaining classes before the end of the year. It's kind of weird to say. 2021 has moved by so fast, but I hope you're all doing well, taking care, and staying safe. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.